I think we've all had this experience, that day when you run out of content and you need to create something, but you have no idea what to say or make, you have no idea who you are, even though you probably have 1,000 Instagram posts to pull from. This can be referred to as having a content creation block. My name is Annie Miller, and I help you navigate building online businesses without selling your soul to vanity metrics or using sales calls if you don't want to. And today we are talking all things content creation and what to do when your brain just won't turn on. If you're a content creator, there's this assumption that you're in a constant state of creativity and inspiration, and you have a self-imposed expectation to pop out content like rabbits make babies. That's simply not going to be the case for 99% of people, which is also why most of you watching this will have experienced a content creation block. Go ahead and like this video right now if you've experienced this. So literally, if you're watching this video, give it a like. Today, I am going to be mainly referencing Instagram, but these tactics apply to any kind of content creation. A podcast is content, blogs, emails, YouTube videos, or writing scripts, and of course, Instagram. I work primarily with health and fitness coaches and providers in the online space. And while they are experts of their craft, they also have to become social media managers for their brand. Do you feel seen? Fact is, creating content does take time, but I hope that today's video helps you come up with some ways to enjoy your process and be able to show up and pump out content even when you're not feeling inspired. Because let's face it, we don't build profitable and sustainable businesses on inspiration. We build them on trust and dependability. Whenever you feel like you're in a slump with your content creation, there's a few different routes that you can go. One size does not fit all, and different personalities will react differently to this phenomenon. So it's really important that you know yourself, number one, and maybe through some trial and error, you can determine how to intuitively choose which one of these routes to go down when you find yourself at a standstill with your content creation. Number one, I want you to pull from old posts and either literally repost it or repurpose it and reuse it in some way. Number two is to review client questions and testimonies to either create content from that or to get re-grounded and excited about your methodology and your philosophy. Number three, generally I say put on your blinders as far as consuming content from other people in your industry. But I do actually encourage you to consume content from things that you enjoy outside of your industry. For me, that would be things like makeup, home decor or design, maybe food, and then see if you can apply what you're consuming outside of your industry into your brand. I want you to forget the checkboxes and just create whatever you want to. This really only works if you have a personal brand. Just for an example, one of my favorite posts didn't provide any value to anyone in a direct manner, but it was extremely relatable to my audience and therefore still performed well. I don't make this point to talk about metrics or that I even want you to think about your post performing well, because in my opinion, when you're in a lull, you keep going in order to literally just keep going. We just want to keep building momentum. And you learn that you can still show up and provide value or entertainment even when you're not in the mood. I essentially asked my audience what time of day they lift or train. This was a swipe graphic describing the elitist people who lift at 5 a.m. who think they're better than everyone else, and let's be honest, they probably are. And then the 10 to 2 crowd, the work from home, stay at home mom student who gets to enjoy an empty gym and never deal with having to share equipment with anyone. Lastly, the after work crew who depends on the literal power of Jesus himself and pre-workout to get through the rage that is lifting in a packed gym after work. I would not generally plan a post like this because it doesn't fall under any of my mother categories for content. It doesn't provide direct value, but it was fun to make and it still brought value from a connective standpoint with my audience. Posting what you want really just refers to the fact that you are on social media and maybe there's a trend that you want to hop on, or you simply put up a swipe post with different feelings or photos and ask your audience an engaging question about how they're doing right now. So I really like to lean into audience interaction versus growth or reach to new people when I'm in a slump. Focus on the people that you have. Think about how you can simply connect to your audience as is versus having to create new exposure. This is helpful because it allows you to get feedback from your audience and interact with them, which never hurts when you're in a slump and you maybe feel disconnected from your audience. Before we move on, I'm curious to know, do you currently pre-plan your content or fly by the seat of your pants? Put it in the comments below. The last one is just start writing. Write down everything you know in regards to your expertise. Just make a huge brain dump, set a timer for 10 minutes or so, and let your brain go wherever it goes. This could end in a rant. This could just provide a list of content ideas, but you're bound to get something from this exercise in the way of clarity and direction with your content. If you've tried any of these or you have another tip for when you are in a content creation slump, drop them in the comments below to help out other people. Because as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, if you create content in any medium on any platform, you have experienced a content creation block. Be sure to like and subscribe if you found this video helpful, and I will see you guys in the next one.